Master Keef, nigga.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Master Keef. I need you to sit back, relax, roll you a fat one, because guess what? You're now in tune to the Master Keef Show. Fuck it, let's start it.
Stay with that green like Master Chief. Get it from the bottom on Master Keef.
Well, we answered. What you got for me?
I just want to ask you a question. Me and my friend, we debate over this every week, and I wanted to know, how come we really only had 2 or 3 black heavyweight world champions in the past 20 years? How come there's not more?
Man, that's a good question. I mean, maybe it just seems like, honestly, there's primarily a roster full of Caucasians rather than African Americans. I think if there were more in numbers, then you would have more opportunities for that world champion. I remember when Ron Simmons won that first championship way back in the day, and that was a pivotal moment. And if anybody was deserving, of course, it was Ron Simmons and Booker T's run. But to give you the best answer I can, I mean, I would say just if there were more numbers of African Americans in the business, then you could have more opportunity. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, off the current roster, I mean, you got your Kofi Kingstons, you got your Biggie Langstons. They don't really fit the mold of, I guess, of your typical world heavyweight champion. I don't know. We had an opportunity a couple of years ago, Bobby Lashley. I don't know what went through with that, why he left in the first place. But I don't know. I guess there's not, like you said, there's not enough. But I do feel like, I mean, sometimes WWE maybe doesn't want to push typically the African American to go up there and become world champion. It's just my feelings. The last one we had was Mark Henry.
Yeah, but you know, first of all, I don't think that Bobby Lashley, he's turned to a pretty good MMA fighter, a great physique, but in regards to work rate, you didn't have the work to carry that title.
He had a great look. He didn't. I don't know. His work ethic wasn't really that good.
Yeah. His work in the ring, I didn't think was at the caliber of world champion. And I was saying that every world champion has had a great, work ethic or work rate in the ring, but I don't think he was there. Kofi, a little bit on the small side, definitely an IC guy, perhaps, if you're going. Man, it is what it is. Who else would you throw up in there right now?
Nobody. Because like I said, you had Kofi, Big E, and Xavier Woods, and I think that's pretty much it. But to counterpoint you're small. You say Kofi's pretty small. Well, so is CM Punk, and so is Daniel Bryan. I mean, and Kofi, I would say, is more of an athlete than those two. And I think
more of an athlete, but not the worker.
I think it would if they would change his gimmick up and get off the goofy stuff, and maybe give him a serious tone. He would excel and get to that.
Well, here's an interesting. Let me pose a question to you. Okay, I would say if you looked at the history of professional wrestling from start till now, I mean, the overwhelming majority of participants, quote unquote wrestlers, would be white. Why is that?
Well, because African Americans, I mean, they tend to go more to football, basketball. The money is easier to be made over there than it is in pro wrestling, I guess.
Well, it's interesting, but again, I guess that's speculation on both our parts. But that's just the way the history of the business has been, and so here you and I are talking about it. But be quite honest with you, dude. And that's all I am, is honest. I don't have an answer for you.
Right. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, Ricardo, appreciate it.
Thank you.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Master Keef, and I'm coming in with another episode today, and we're coming in a little different. So what you just got done hearing is a segment from, I believe, Stone Cold's podcast, if I'm not mistaken. So it goes into why aren't there that many pretty much black heavyweight champions. And like I said, and like you should know, I am smoking. I got one nicely rolled, tight, great for this conversation. Let's get it started. Hang on. First of all, I can get into it like this. Honestly, I see it as kind of black people's fault, honestly, because we limit ourselves to certain sports. Coming up, being an African American, you see these figures to us as kids, they're like superheroes. You got the Michael Jordans, you got the Kobe Bryants, LeBron James, so on and so forth. And you see these guys, they inspire the youth in the black community. It's not too many, and it kind of goes into what Stone Cold was saying. It's really not that many black wrestlers to begin with anyway. It's some great, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great black wrestlers out there, but it's not as many as whites. Let's just be real. That's why it's not so many heavyweight champions. To me, it's not even like a racial thing. I heard about some of the racial things that WWE has going on in the past, or maybe behind the scenes, but I can't count that so much on a racial issue, honestly, because what black people pretty much migrate to is definitely other sports. It's not even because of the payout or easy pay or anything like that. You got to see how we come up and see that we're only seeing people that look like us going into basketball and football and things of that nature. So I feel like it's up to us. If you want more black heavyweight champions, for it to be more black heavyweight champions, us as black people have to expand our minds and go into other things and realize that basketball and football is not our only way out of whatever situation that we're in. We don't need another LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. We don't need none of that. What we need to see, we need more Rocks, Mark Henry, Ron Simmons, the Kofi Kingston. We need more of that. We need these kids to grow up and see, oh, I can be that too. I just don't have to dribble a ball or throw a ball. I can be that too. It's just because growing up as a kid, I know we definitely limited ourselves, because you'll hear a lot of black people say, man, that's just some white folks shit. Man, and that already is limiting our mindsets on what we want to do in life. Just by saying that's some white folks shit, now you're not going to try it out because somebody else said that's some white folks shit and black folks don't do that. Why we don't do that? Just because another black person says some white folks shit because they're limiting their sales? Come on. We got to expand our minds. We got to think past the ball, throwing the ball and shit like that. We got to be more. Because like I said on many episodes, and you'll keep hearing me say this, representation is everything. And don't get me wrong, Stone Cold Steve Austin, to me, handled that question very great to me from his perspective. And he just told the truth. Like, it's not that many. Honestly, he was just saying, to sum it up, it's not that many black wrestlers, so that's why you don't see that many black heavyweight champions. A lot of people see that as racial because it's more and more black people getting into the sport, and now they're saying like, whoa. But you got to realize now this shit is cool. Because back in the day, not everybody used to watch wrestling like that. They weren't into it because folks limited themselves, or they were into it, or they're just limited to themselves to watching it because it's entertaining, but they wouldn't go out and do it because folks would tell them that's white folks shit. What is white folks shit? What is black folks shit? We give it that shit. Honestly, us as white and black people, we limit ourselves because we think only black people supposed to do this, only white people supposed to do this. And then when you finally get the other people into those categories, they come in and they show out. Like, come on. We just got to stop limiting ourselves. Honestly. And to me, it will be way more black heavyweight champions. We need more wrestlers, more black people playing soccer, more, I'm talking about just everything, skiing, skateboarding, all of it. All of that. We need to make that just as popular as the NBA and the NFL, what they done for black people. We need to make that just as popular, and how they push that to the forefront. We need to push this to the forefront. We can do it all. We're not gonna limit ourselves just to 2 or 3 sports, because the other sports just some white folk shit. It's your boy Master Keef. I'm checking out.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Master Keef. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more content just like this, make sure you like and always subscribe. If you got any thoughts about this video, make sure you hit them comments down below. If you need new music to listen to, make sure you check out Friends That Rap on all music streaming services, and check out my Master Keef video, link in the description. I'm Master Keef, and I'm out.